Namaste, Hamesha Pushpa Bhatia. I am JVN Dr. Meenakshi, Assistant Professor in Department of Charakya Tantra, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Business University. In the previous session, we were discussing the acquired cataract, and the first type was the senile cataract. Under the heading of senile cataract, we have read the two types of cataract: the cortical cataract and the nuclear cataract. And now we will study the stages of maturation. First, we will study the maturation of the cortical type of senile cataract. The first stage is the stage of lamellar separation. The earliest senile change is demarcation of cortical fibers owing to their separation by fluid. This phenomena of lamellar separation can be demonstrated by slit lamp examination only. These changes are reversible. Then second stage is the stage of incipient cataract. In this stage, the early detectable opacities with clear areas between them are seen. Two distinct types of senile cortical cataracts can be recognized at this stage. The first type of senile cortical cataract is cuneiform senile cortical cataract. It is characterized by wedge-shaped opacities with clear areas in between. These extends from equator towards center and in early stages can only be demonstrated after dilatation of the pupil. They are first seen in the lower nasal quadrant. These opacities are present both in anterior and posterior cortex, and their epiphyses slowly progress toward the pupil. On oblique illumination, these present a typical radial stalk-like pattern of grayish-white opacities. On distant direct ophthalmoscopy, these opacities appeared as dark lines against the red fundal glow. Since the cuneiform cataract starts at periphery and then extends centrally, the visual disturbances are noted at a comparatively late stage. Uh, Here's an image of the cuneiform type of senile cataract as seen in the oblique illumination. And the beam is shown in optical section with the beam of the slit lamp. The next type of cortical senile cataract is the fusiform senile cortical cataract. Here, a saucer-shaped opacity develops just below the capsule, usually in the central part of posterior cortex. The posterior subcapsular cataract, which gradually extends outwards. There is usually a definite demarcation between the cataract and the surrounding clear cortex. The cupuliform cataract lies right in the pathway of the axial rays and thus causes an early loss of visual acuity. Then the third stage of maturation of cortical type of senile cataract is immature senile cataract, that is ISC. In this stage, the opacification progresses further. The cuneiform or cupuliform patterns can be recognized till the advanced stage of immature senile cataract, when opacification becomes more diffuse and irregular. The lens appears grayish white, but clear cortex is still present, so iris shadow is visible. In some patients at this stage, lens may become swollen due to continued hydration. This condition is called intumescent cataract. Intumescence may persist even the next stage of maturation. Due to the swollen lens, anterior chamber becomes shallow. Here is an image of the immature senile cortical cataract. The fourth stage is the mature senile cataract or MSC. In this stage, the opacification becomes complete. That is, whole of the cortex is involved. Lens becomes pearly white in color. Such a cataract is also labeled as ripe cataract. Here is an image of the mature senile cortical cataract. Then the fifth type of fifth stage of the maturation of cortical type of senile cataract is the hypermature senile cataract and HMSC. When the mature cataract is left in situ, the stage of hypermaturity sets in. The hypermature cataract may occur in any of the two forms. The Morganian hypermature cataract and the second one is the sclerotic type hypermature cataract. The first type, the Morganian hypermature cataract. In some patients after maturity, the whole cortex liquefies. Is an image of the Morganian hypermature senile cataract. Upper image is the diagrammatic representation, while the lower one is the clinical photograph. So, in some patients after maturity, the whole cortex liquefies and the lens is converted into a bag of milky fluid. The small brownish nucleus settles at the bottom, altering its position with change in the position of the head. Such a cataract is called Morganian cataract. Sometimes in this stage, the calcium deposits may also be seen on the lens capsule. Then the second form of the hypermature senile cataract is sclerotic type hypermature cataract. Sometimes after the stage of maturity, the cortex becomes disintegrated and the lens becomes shrunken due to the leakage of water. The anterior capsule is wrinkled and thickened due to proliferation of anterior cells, and a dense white capsular cataract may be formed in the pupillary area. Due to shrinkage of lens, anterior chamber becomes deep and iris becomes tremulous. It is called the iridodonesis. Then the next topic is the maturation of the nuclear senile cataract. The progressive nuclear sclerotic process renders the lens inelastic and hard, decreases its ability to accommodate and obstructs the light rays. These changes begin centrally and spread slowly peripherally, almost up to the capsule when it becomes mature. However, a very thin layer of clear cortex may remain unaffected. The nucleus may become diffusely cloudy, grayish, or tinted yellow to black due to deposition of pigments. In practice, the commonly observed pigmented nuclear cataracts are either amber brown cataracta brucens or black cataracta nigra and rarely reddish cataracta rubra in color. Here is an image of the early nuclear senile cataract. Then there are the image of nuclear cataract depending upon the color. First is the cataracta brucens, which is due to the brown color, then cataracta nigra due to the black color, and cataracta rubra due to the reddish color. Then the clinical features of the senile cataract. First is the symptoms. An opacity of the lens may be present without causing any symptoms and may be discovered on routine ocular examination. Common symptoms of cataract are as follows. First is glare. One of the earliest visual disturbances is an image of the glare. On the left side you can see no glare, on the right side there is simulated glare. The cataract is glare in a tolerance of bright light. This is the main visual disturbances and such as direct sunlight or the headlights of an oncoming motor vehicle. The amount of glare or the dazzle will vary with the location and size of the opacity. Then there is another symptom, uniocular polyopia, doubling or tripling of objects. It is also one of the early symptoms. It occurs due to irregular refraction by the lens owing to variable refractive index as a result of cataractous process. The next symptom is colored halos. These may be perceived by some patients owing to breaking of white light into colored spectrum due to the presence of water droplets in the lens. Then the next symptom is a black spots in front of eyes. Stationary black spots may be perceived by some patients. Then next is image blur or distortion of images and misdivision may occur in early stages of cataract. Then next is the distortion of vision. Visual deterioration due to senile cataract has some typical features. It is painless and gradually progressive in nature. Patients with central opacities have early loss of vision. These patients see better when pupil is dilated due to dim light in the evening, day blindness. In patients with peripheral opacities like in cuneiform cataract, visual loss is delayed and the vision improves in bright light when pupil is contracted. In patients with nuclear sclerosis, distant vision deteriorates due to progressive index myopia. Such patients may be able to read without presbyopic glasses. The improvement in near vision is referred to as second sight. And opacification progresses, vision steadily diminishes until only perception of light and accurate projection of light rays remains in the stage of mature cataract. Then the science we will discuss in the next session. Thank you so much. This session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you so much.